31st of December, I thought we would do 12 Days of Christmas, but a little bit different to other ones that I've seen. Firstly, sorry about my face. I had a wisdom tooth out, still can't really talk properly, but bear with. So I thought it would be good to do 12 tips, one each day, on how to be more eco-friendly at Christmas. So tip number one, instead of getting physical presents for people, why not get them an experience? Something that doesn't have to actually be physically produced, doesn't have to be wrapped in paper and packaging likely, and get them an experience. So something like going to some kind of sporting game, things like Jas and I try to do, like for a birthday I got a aerial yoga, things like that. We try have fun and do something that we remember as each other's presents instead of actually physically getting each other something. So that's tip number one, don't buy something physical, buy someone an experience.
Hey guys, so it's day 2 of our 12 days of Christmas challenge. So my day 2 tip is to avoid using wrapping paper and find some sort of alternative. So Australians every year during Christmas, we waste 150,000 kilometres of wrapping paper. So there's enough wrapping paper to wrap the equator 4 times. And honestly, within 30 seconds, it's unwrapped and then discarded. Wrapping paper is classified as a single-use plastic. So yeah, 150,000 kilometres of wrapping paper we waste every year. So that's a lot of landfill for nothing, basically. So my tip is to find an alternative. So using newspaper. I know like everyone always has old newspapers lying around, or like reusing wrapping paper from years before, or like birthdays and all that kind of stuff. So always saving, because I know like people will obviously give you presents in wrapping paper, so reusing that. Also just reusing boxes and bags and those kinds of things. We use the Who Gives a Crap toilet paper, and it comes individually wrapped in recycled paper, so then you can just reuse them and wrap your Christmas presents in that. So then it's getting like recycled like 4 or 5 times, which is super cool. I guess just find any way that you can not use wrapping paper this Christmas, because yeah, that's like a massive part of our landfill. So hope that helps, guys. Bye.
Okay, so that first bit I filmed earlier, and then it was just way too hot, so hot in Perth this week that I couldn't do any more. So I've been to our Christmas dinner at work and I'm back. Tip number 3. This one is to donate to a cause that the person might be interested in. So something like adopting an animal. At the moment in Australia, very relevant with all the koalas. So we've lost 95% of our koala population, and we've wiped out 80% of their habitat in the recent fires. So adopting a koala for someone, or donating to a foundation that helps animals like that, so many other animals as well. Aside from adopting an animal for someone, maybe looking at kind of the major issues we have around Christmas time. So there's a lot of plastic reduction, maybe donating to somewhere that cleans up the oceans while we're talking about wrapping paper, somewhere that stops deforestation in places, or even kitchen that feeds homeless people on Christmas Day, things like that. So yeah, really using your money in a positive way, and that's also makes the person you're giving it to feel like they've made a difference as well.
Morning guys, so it's the 4th day of Christmas. So my day 4 tip is to buy your loved one a care gift. So the gifts are provided through Care Foundation, which is a global movement dedicated to ending poverty for the last 70 years. So the gifts are aimed at supporting women in third world countries. And it shows that if one woman escapes poverty, it actually impacts 4 others around her. So basically by helping one woman, you're impacting an entire family. There's a massive range of gifts on there. So if you go to www.caregifts.org.au, I'm pretty sure, we'll put the link in the notes. But there's a massive range of gifts, so anything from chickens, pigs, cows, beehives to like a midwife for a whole month for a community, or education packages, farming packages, clean water for a whole family. There's so much stuff there, so you can really decide based on your budget. So I just highly suggest, instead of spending like $50 on something that's totally irrelevant and unnecessary and that people are going to forget about, why don't you spend $50 on teaching an adult to read and write or sending a girl to school? So that's my day 4 tip. Beautiful.
So tip number 5 is to give someone your time. So something like cooking a meal for someone, taking them on an adventure, or like setting up a movie night, making popcorn, that kind of thing. And personally, I appreciate that way more than actual presents.
Morning guys, so it's day 6 of Christmas, and my tip is to gift something to your family and friends that helps them become more eco-conscious. So things like stainless steel water bottles, keep cups, stainless steel straws, reusable cutlery sets, toiletries that are like in bar form or in tins, like lip balm that are in tins, or yeah, bars of shampoo and conditioner and body wash and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, unsure why I'm doing this in my car because it's super hot, but day number 7. Today's tip is to reuse decorations. Like, it's only once a year that you're using them. Don't buy new stuff every year, surely. Or like look for secondhand ones. There's so many buy and sell pages, or like buy nothing pages that you get things for free, op shops, etc. Just be more conscious of decorations going into landfill.
Hey guys, day 8 of Christmas, and my tip is to buy things secondhand as presents. If you really want to buy like a physical present, go to the op shops. Like, people throw away the most incredible things all the time. And yeah, I highly suggest either also reusing gifts that people have given you but you've never used before. People are never going to know, and there's no point buying something new that could just be reused and recycled. So head to the op shops, head to secondhand shops, and reuse presents that you've never used before.
Please excuse my tired face. Tip number 9 is to do with food wastage. So when we're wasting food, it's going into landfill and producing greenhouse gases, but also we're wasting the water, soil and energy that went into making that food, and also like the processing, packaging, and then the transport miles as well. So a lot is going into it for us to just throw things out. So in Australia alone, over 5 million tonnes of food wastage goes into landfill each year. This costs the Australian economy $20 billion each year, which is massive. It's estimated that about a quarter of this wastage is over the Christmas period alone, which is just crazy. To put it into perspective, throwing away one burger wastes the same amount of water as a 90-minute shower. My tip today is to just be more aware of how much food is being wasted. If you're the one catering for people, or if you have a say, so if you're with your family, maybe talk to them about it. We just go so crazy at Christmas time, buy everything possible that we don't even need, and everyone overeats anyway, and there's always still leftovers. If there is leftovers, then make sure you store them properly and they can be used the next day or days following. Write lists for shopping so that you know exactly what you need and you're not getting any extras. Avoid all those singly wrapped things like candy canes and chocolates and stuff. It's so much packaging going into landfill as well. Try and make things from scratch, and just be really aware of what is needed and what is excess.
It's day 10 of Christmas, and my tip is to use e-cards or send messages rather than wasting money on postage and wasting paper on actual physical cards. People are literally going to read them once and then they're going to go into the bin anyway. So I'm sure there's different apps and different websites that you can use to send proper Christmas e-cards. So I suggest you do that, or just send your loved ones messages, or give them actually a phone call and just actually have a genuine conversation with someone and human connection. So that's my day 10 tip.
Okay, we're getting very close to the end. So day 11, Today's tip is to get a bit creative and make something for someone as a present. So it could be food, so like making little treats and putting them in jars or something, or yeah, getting crafty and even making decorations out of recycled things. Yeah, anything like that. Just like get a bit creative and make something that someone will really appreciate, and that can be really Christmassy or not so much, whatever you're into.
Okay, it's day 12 of Christmas.
Wait.
Hey guys, it's day 12 of Christmas. We made it. And our tip is to, as your last resort, buy someone something new, but actually put thought into getting them something that they need or that they're going to love, they're going to use. So just being a lot more mindful with our purchases when we are getting something new, but go with the first 11 steps first. Yeah, go through them first and then last resort, step 12.
Have a great Christmas. We're about to leave the country.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated.
Yeah. Bye.
To go riding in a one-horse sleigh.